telling people who have been raised with Christ how to live for Jesus in all areas of their life. The two bits that apply to us most in the Edge on Sunday are obeying our parents and how we work. So they're the two bits we're going to have a think about. Now for the grand prize, our last question is, why should children obey their parents? It's a tough one. Yes, Ant?
Because you might get paid for doing jobs around the house?
No. Oh, yeah, go on, Ant.
Because they'll nag you until you do whatever they ask.
No. Go on, can you do it? Oh, go on, Ant, maybe this time.
Because God will let us into heaven if we do.
No. Are you raised with Christ?
Yeah.
Well, then Christ has already guaranteed your place in heaven for you, hasn't he? You can't earn it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
right.
I don't suppose so.
Come on now, you two. Why obey your parents? How? Go for it.
Because it pleases God?
Yes, well done. That is fantastic. That's the right answer. Well done, Cal. Well, here I am with the winner from yesterday's game show, and I thought I'd ask him about his winning answer. Cal, why does it please God to obey your parents?
Well, God has given you your parents to love and look after you. There are some families where it isn't the case that parents love and look after their children. That's awful, and that's not the situation Paul's talking about here. Paul is talking specifically to families, people who've been raised with Christ. Obeying your parents pleases God because it shows him that you know that God has given you a wonderful gift of parents to love and look after you, and it also means you're actually being loved and looked after.
Oh, that's true. But do you know, like when I was like living with my parents, I do honestly remember not being able to see the reason why they were asking me to do some stuff.
Yeah, well, because your parents love you, they'll be trying not to embitter you or make life hard for you, as Paul says in verse 21. They won't want to discourage you. So the things they ask you to do are mostly good for us. It's good for us to do some jobs around the house. It teaches us how to be responsible and actually being part of a family. In a house means looking after the house. It's good for us not to go to bed late. We need to sleep to make our brains work and to grow properly. I guess it's good for us to get our homework done. It means we're not doing it in a rush and have a better chance at actually learning something.
That is actually all true. You're fairly convincing, but it is a bit dull, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah, maybe, but remember, last week Paul said to put on love over all your actions. So even if you find it dull or you've missed out on playing online with your friends because you were obeying your parents, try being obedient without being grumpy about it. It's a good way to love your parents.
But it still won't save you.
No, only Jesus can do that. Doesn't matter how good we are, our only hope of being with God forever is to be raised with Christ by trusting him.
That is really helpful. Thank you so much, Cal. And well done on winning yesterday's game show.
Thank you.
Lazy lockdown. Has your teacher set you work online? Don't bother doing the work. Just click done. Has your teacher set you a test? Just wait for her to send the answers and fill them in. Having to join on a lesson? Just turn off your video and sound, message to say the Wi-Fi's not working, and carry on playing FIFA. Lazy lockdown. No one will ever know.
Except it's not really true. For starters, your teachers know, probably, when you're not doing any work. I mean, I know when the kids in my classes are not getting any work done. There are many reasons why you want to work hard. You might like your teacher. You might love the subject. You might want your teacher to like you. You might want to be seen as clever, or you might want to be clever because you want to please your parents, because you want to get your parents off your back. So many reasons for wanting to work hard. But actually, we're supposed to work hard as if for Jesus, because he's already given us a reward. We've already received eternal life with him because of what he's done for us already on the cross. Our work can never earn us anything better. We've already got the best given to us by Jesus. So when we work for him as if he were the one at the front of the classroom, or the one on our Zoom call, or as our football coach, or anyone else we might work for. If we're working for Jesus, we won't cut any of the corners that stupid advert mentioned. We'll want to try and do things properly, without cheating, without cutting corners, to please him. There's nothing to gain by cutting corners, because we already have everything we have in Christ.